Hey everybody, it's Matt with Patriot Golf USA, your East Texas golf guy. And I'm going to show you a video right now on taking grips off of clubs and then regripping your new ones. So do me a favor, if you're watching this right now, please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to try to do posts every day, maybe a couple a day while I'm doing all of my work and my routine stuff. Video this so that you guys can see what it takes to do the same type of repair that maybe you're doing. So today is going to be gripping. So I've got a customer that brought his clubs in. He's got some Callaway's original grips that were on there, and they're just wore out, time for new ones. And we're gonna be replacing them with some Golf Pride MMCs. So first thing we're gonna do is get this put into the clamp, and hopefully you guys can see what we're doing here in the grip station. And I use a hook blade. I think it's pretty much about the only thing you can use. There might be some other regular blades, but I wouldn't recommend it. Always try to use a hook blade whenever you're taking the grip off. Stand off to the side, and whenever you're doing this, don't take the blade and run it straight back like that. Kind of get it at an angle. What I want is for the shaft to be here and the hook to be riding just above that so you don't dig into the shaft. It doesn't make a huge difference because we're going to be covering it up, but if you have some shafts kind of like this where they put them on, they stretched them way out. So if I dig into the graphite shaft back here, that's going to be seen on the club. And when you're starting out, if you're not quite sure, then install the club face down. So if you do anything with the shaft, it's not going to be seen by the golfer. But I always get it in here and then just kind of lift it, and then just nice and easy, pull it back all the way to the end. When peeling these off, sometimes you get lucky. I always go side, 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 side like that, because if you get lucky enough, sometimes you can have all of the tape peel off with the grip. This one, we got lucky on part of it. So, and then just simply pull that off, throw that away, and you can see what we've got left is just a little bit of tape on here. If you've seen some of the other videos that I've done where all the tape is on here, you can see that I use heat to get that off. Considering that all of this tape pulled off pretty easy to begin with, I'm just gonna simply use my thumb and just peel it back off. No big deal. We don't have to go through the trouble of applying heat or anything like that. And there we are with a clean club. And again, never start with tape on the club, ever. You're not gonna get your sizing correct. It could go on with bumps or something on it. So just don't do that. So put it on a new tape, a new grip. So I'm gonna get this lined up and get the club face square. You know, don't use the top of the club, use the score lines looking down. You know, sometimes there are grip stations out there that have lasers and they have alignment aids and things like that. I personally don't use them anymore. I've done thousands and thousands and thousands of grips, and I just don't need that anymore. So what we're gonna do is, I've got my tape sensor here, comes out. A lot of people go from the top down. I've always went from the bottom up so I can line it up straight and then roll it over. Make sure you don't have any creases or any wrinkles, because you can feel that under your grip. Then on the bottom, twist that in, fold that in. So now we've got our double-sided tape on there. Now we're gonna put our grip on. You don't need to take the plastic off first. It'll pop off when you're ready. Cover the weep hole in the back. Grip solvent. Get this out of here. Oh, and make sure you grab a rag. And I'll show you why. But squirt a little bit in here. Not a whole lot, just a tiny amount. And then shake it back and forth so that you get it all inside. And then the most common thing to do is, you know, you got your finger over that weep hole, just let it come out and let it drip over the top of the grip. That's really all you need. Put your thumb over the back, get the back of this thing started, and get it pushed on pretty much all the way. I always put a rag behind here. You can see that the paper just pops off. Put a rag behind here because all of that excess solution is going to come squirting straight back at you. So put that in there and then just line it up. I mean, again, I've done this so many times where you don't have to sit there and eyeball it that much. I know that the club is in straight. We've got a line on top of here. We've got a line on here. And just looking at it, you can see that it went on straight. Just make sure it's pulled down all the way. Take that out. There'll be a little bit of solvent that still comes out the end. And that's it. Kind of wipe it down and then leave it alone. And there we've got brand new grip. Another thing that people always ask is how do I maintain these grips? How do I keep them new? Wash them, hot water. So put them in kitchen sink, bathroom sink. Just turn on the hot tap water, really hot as it'll go. Get these under there, get an old toothbrush and a little bar of soap and just get it lathered up really good and wash it. What happens is you get sweat and moisture and stuff like that on this grip, and it just kind of stays on there and it wears the grips out faster and it keeps them slick. So if you wash your grips a couple times a month, they'll last a lot longer. And yeah, once you're done, just wipe them down, set them off to the side, give them a few minutes to dry, and you're good to go. So that is Regripping 101. So again, if you guys would you subscribe to this channel and leave some comments or ask for a repair or ask how to do something, whether it's pulling shafts. A little bit later, I'm going to be drilling out some pings to make them into a parallel tip. And I'm also going to be pulling some more ping heads from shafts. And I'll show you the process of that. But if you subscribe, that's going to come up automatically and it's going to give you an alert that I'm doing that repair. And it's something that most people in club repair, you're going to want to see this because pings are definitely a little bit different than every other club out there. So, all right, everybody have a blessed day and off to the next video.